Now, I've said this before on this channel, but I believe that this is probably the first ever wired headphone review that I'm actually doing on this channel. So that is actually a big deal for me, because I do have multiple pairs. I just haven't reviewed any of them just yet. And this is one I've been very excited to get in. This is the BLA8. I call these the alien headphones due to the shape of how the housing looks on that driver. I've been a big fan of these headphones ever since I've been told about them by Bad Guy Good Audio. If you haven't checked out his channel, he is the go-to guy when it comes to audio gear and equipment. He is extremely honest, and he has an extremely detailed outlook on the gear and on what he likes, and he is very explicit. He's a big influence on me in this channel. So these are the original Blons. If you haven't tried these headphones, dude, you got to try these because they're only about 30 bucks. They have, I think, 3 colors. They have this silver color. They got a purple color, which is the newest color, and then they have like a bronze or a brown color. I do have these two. I have the silver, and I have the purple color. So these are a single dynamic driver, so are these. But these are probably just some of the illest headphones I have in my collection, just due to the price. Just due to the price. And I'm interested to see what they've done with these. I have skipped a couple generations of these headphones from this company just because I wasn't necessarily interested in looking at other people's reviews of just saying that, you know, it is what it is. It's not necessarily something mind-blowing, but now I'm actually getting out there more, and I'm going to try out some of these headphones and just kind of see how they perform with my library and my taste. But these I've been very excited about. So I do have some more pouch cases, kind of like this one that I'm going to be using for storage. Got that from Theo, another audio company. Theo probably was the first wired high-resolution audio company that I tried. And this was years ago. I've always had a portable music player with me, and that's kind of always been my thing. Even when it was the Walkmans, I had the Walkmans. Used to carry one disc inside of the Walkman, and then I had another CD on me inside of my backpack. And from then on, you know, from middle school onwards, I kind of always had a portable source with me and a pair of headphones on me. So we got a wax paper cutout here with the company name and the product on it. And then these are going to be the headphones. Prometheus. And like I said, I kind of refer to them as my alien headphones. You can see the alien inspiration from the movie Prometheus. And just looking at the shape of the headphone, if I can get this to focus, just looking at the shape of the headphone with that single driver inside of there, I think that's really cool. That theme is really dope, and this is going to be something that I intend to collect. They have 2 colors out right now. They have this black, and then they kind of have like a silverish gray. It is not expensive at all. I got it for about $89, about $100 after express shipping through Linsole. So all in all, they look good. Hopefully the fit's good. I like that kind of rounded off upper tip there for the conch shape. Kind of sit into the ear a little bit better. Have something to grip onto other than just relying on the tip. So that's pretty cool. Let's see what else we get into the box. And if those of you that don't know, a lot of IEMs today come with detachable cables. So you have the ability to swap out your cable and change the termination for whatever it is that you want it to be. So whether it's 3.5 or 2.5 balanced, or the even newer connection, which is the 4.4. you have the option of doing that. Or maybe even, you know, customizing it so it can like hook up to like a speaker set or something like this. But for my personal audio experiences, that's not necessary for me. So we have down here some tips. Always need those tips. Y'all know I like the largest. Got to go large when it comes to my tips most of the time. But 9 times out of 10, I'm going to change it out anyway. As well as when it comes to my wired set of headphones, I normally change out the cable too. I am not too much of a fan of like these rubberized cables. I like to have a bit of texture on my cables. So if you notice my Blons here, this wire has like a more of a fabric feel to it than like a plastic. So maybe I'll change those out. But for my initial review and impressions, I will leave everything stock and as is, as I go through my music library and check out my my tracks and give you guys my initial impressions. Nothing is going to change from that. This is a little bag to carry it in. So nothing is going to change from that. I'm going to keep everything as is as I hook it in together. And I'll give you guys a quick impressions of how to hook that in. This is what's called a 2-pin connection. So let's go ahead and hook that up. I'll keep the box for now. I'm not going to throw that away right away. So we have the indicators here for the red, which is the right, I believe, and the blue, which is the left ear. Now this hooks around the ear, and then this kind of goes inside of the canal there. I like the shape of it. Cleaning it might suck, but we'll see as time goes on. All right, and I'll be right back with my initial impressions of these headphones and give you guys my viewpoint of them so far. I'm going to keep that termination as 3.5. And we'll go through my track listing and I'll let you know what I think. Okay, so to finish up this review with the Blon 88s, these are magnificent in comparison to the original Blon 03s that I have. I thoroughly enjoy these headphones. These have a different bass response than what I'm used to hearing on my 03s, but that's a good thing, because whenever you have different kinds of products with different configurations, the different sounds can always give you options. So my decision to get these headphones were just all about options and achieving different sound quality. I'm very happy with this purchase, and I believe that almost anybody that gets these will also be happy with this purchase, because it's good to go out of the box. Everything you need is in the box. This cable, I wasn't really a fan of it at first when I first saw it, but as I've used it more, it's grown on me a bit. It doesn't crinkle up too bad. It's pretty good looking. Not super reflective. And I just thoroughly enjoy it. Another thing about these headphones is that one thing you don't really need to be concerned with is all of the different extra options that you normally would need to be concerned with when dealing with Bluetooth headphones. I love using Bluetooth headphones. I love all the different technology that they throw in there. It's very pleasant, and it's also extremely fun to play around with those settings. Everybody knows I like to play around with the 3D audio that they're now including onto more budget style headphones and different things like that. But at the end of the day, Dolby audio and 3D audio sound is a compensation. It's a compensation for the fact that Generally speaking, Bluetooth headphones don't have great performance. It doesn't have very good stability, which influences the sound and the sound quality. With these headphones, you don't need to worry about that. One of the first things I did was turn Dolby Audio off. I turned Dolby Audio off. I turned off all the different little settings. I haven't even EQ'd these things just yet. I put these my sticky tacky memory foam tips on there. These are the Comply 400s, the mediums. I use those quite often. I'll try to put a link for those in the description box for anybody who's interested. They kind of help conform and block out different audio leaks. However, what I've experienced with these headphones with the stock tips is still pretty good. Now, for me, the mediums or the smalls or the extra smalls don't really work. But when I go to larges, it does a pretty good job with the seal. It's not too bad. However, after long periods of listening, I kind of get ear itch with a lot of those standard tips, which is the reason why I use the Complies, because they don't move around as much and it's less friction because of the sticky tackiness. And that less friction allows me to listen for longer periods of time. My track list is maybe about 45 minutes or so. And these have a very good bass response. You're not going to get that deep bass that you kind of want with hip hop tracks. Acoustic bass and acoustic sounds do very well. Acoustic guitars do extremely well. The bass is accurate, doesn't bleed into the mids, which is something that I'm always wary of. However much I do want deep bass, I don't want my mids to become too muddied. I'm fine with somewhat muddied, but never too muddied. These headphones provide a stable bass response, and the mids are pushed forward. Not only that, but you still get the treble extension. You still get the detail retrieval out of these way better than they are on the 03s. The Blon 03s have very good sub bass response, very good mids, but the treble to me was a little bit lacking, and it didn't have very good detail retrieval. But these honestly give you pretty good detail retrieval. So it's basically just up to preference at that point. And I'm telling you, this is what I've pretty much got stock from these headphones. They did pretty good, and I'm thoroughly enjoying them. I'm going to get the other color of these just to collect, because it's a very inexpensive headphone. Like I said, I got these from Linsole for about $85, almost $100 after shipping express. And I'm thoroughly enjoying these. My primary source was the Sony Xperia 1 Mark II that I'm currently recording on, and my iBasso DX300. This thing is a mammoth. This thing is just a beast, and I'm going to try to give a full review on this device as well for anyone that's interested in purchasing this device. It's the same price as the Sony Xperia 1 Mark II. It's just, specifically for audio and audio consumption. So I'm going to go ahead and give you guys an update on my iBasso, but I did use both of these devices to determine my likes and my dislikes of this audio experience, and the response was just amazing. I'm thoroughly enjoying these. Who knows, as I continue to go through and use these headphones and search through other different genres of music outside of my current playlist, maybe I might experience something different. But so far so good. Loving it. Anybody have these headphones, go ahead and let me know. Tell me what you think, and I'll see you guys next time. Like and subscribe the content, and we'll keep rocking. Thanks, guys.